Manchester United hierarchy are not convinced anymore about Manu Kone. That is what is holding this deal. If not, so this deal would have been done. Because even AS Roma have reduced the price from around 60 to 70 million down to, I think, 41 or so million pounds. You understand? So, but Manchester United hierarchy are not convinced at all about Manu Kone as their number 6. The number 6 they intend to, move with come next season. They need a very good replacement for Casemiro. Not anyhow number 6. They want a number 6 who is free-flowing, box-to-box number 6. That number 6 that can push attack at the same time, just like Casemiro, that can even come and assist the team to score when goal is really needed. If the strikers have been held to host it, they need that number 6 that is free-flowing. And they don't consider Manu Kone as that number 6. They are saying that Manu Kone will not represent what they really want. So they are looking for other options. And there is now opening from their main target, which is Aurelio Tchouameni. Yes, Tchouameni, in the sense that, yes, Tchouameni just signed new deal. We might say, no, that is not possible, but it's possible. Like I will always say, never say never. Don't ever say never in football. Tchouameni deal is now possible because even Real Madrid are now saying that Tchouameni will be surplus to requirements, knowing fully well now that every management in Real Madrid have agreed for the signing of Rodri from Man City. And remember, Rodri wants this move. Rodri sees Madrid as a dream move. It's a team he wants to go to. It's a team he would like to play in the future. It's a team that he wants to be in. One of the reasons is because of family issue. You understand? He wants to be close to his family in Madrid, where he was raised. So he really wants to go back to Real Madrid. He wants to wear that, white jersey, that Galantico jersey. So he wants to go. And I think they've been able to convince Florentino Perez about this deal of Rodri, knowing fully well that he's the best player in the World Cup. He's somebody that everybody will need in his team. But Florentino Perez is saying the age. He's not really saying what he will get now. He's saying the age if this guy will stay that long. You understand? And that is why he's not really convinced, but they are doing everything possible now to convince him. And if this happens, it means Aurelio Tchouameni don't really have a strong hold on his position in Real Madrid. That is to say, he will be leaving Real Madrid any moment. And Manchester United are out there now. They want to sign Aurelio Tchouameni, give him whatever he wants. They want him. He's the kind of player they want as a replacement for Casemiro. So watch out as all these things unfold. Definitely something is going to happen as it concerns this Manchester United deal for Tchouameni, and watch out for Rodri, and this Manu Kone. It might not happen. Now, the latest is about Real Madrid and Arsenal. Real Madrid and Arsenal are now digging it out because Real Madrid are now interested in Diomande. And this is where I ask the question, what's next for Vinicius Junior? Because from what I'm saying is a power play. Since Vinicius Junior don't want to sign for Real Madrid because of the amount, the money issue, they don't want to agree on a contract. I think they are looking for a way to get a replacement for him. You understand? They are looking for a way to get a replacement for him. And the replacement they see is no any other person than Diomande. And what is it called? RB Leipzig are not making it easy for anybody. RB Leipzig say if you want Diomande, bring 130 million euros. That is 111 million pounds. And then you get Diomande, which Real Madrid have taken 90 plus 10 million add-ons, simple add-ons. But they refuse. They bluntly refuse that. What they want is 111 million pounds. So at this point in time, a whole lot is still in the valuation. There is still much gap. So, but Real Madrid are preparing a bigger offer to go back to RB Leipzig to, sign this guy. And the same guy that said is PSG, that is his dream to play. He's not saying that his dream also is to play for Real Madrid. So, you see, players do not believe whatever players are saying. They can come out and say any rubbish anytime, any day. So, Arsenal too are now having eyes on this same person. And this same Arsenal are also having very important eyes on Julian Alvarez. Yes, Julian Alvarez. In fact, the money they want to spend on Diomande has nothing to do with the money they've kept for Julian Alvarez. And some source inside Arsenal are saying that Arsenal want to do a swap deal, taking Victor Gyökeres to the other side and bringing Julian Alvarez to Premier League. So I don't know how this one wants to pan out, but for me, I think it's not a wise decision at all. Arsenal should just leave this Julian Alvarez and go for Vinicius Junior instead. Since Real Madrid are going for for Diomande, they should go for Vinicius Junior. I think that will better solve the case and forget about this Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez have had his mind and dreams set to play for Barcelona. So you going to sign him won't even be a very good one, because if he's playing for Arsenal, he's not playing with his heart. So why kill yourself about this? Why stress yourself about this? Why stress yourself about it? For me, I think the best option is just to go for Vini Junior and leave Julian Alvarez alone. That's just it. That is just it. I just wish Arsenal will listen to me and forget about this Julian Alvarez. Forget about this Diomande. All these people are not it. Go for a proven, tested, that can give you what you want per time. Manchester City are now eyeing Barcelona midfielder as a replacement for Rodri. Yes, Banal. I think Marc Banal of Barcelona are the player they are eyeing. Is the player they are eyeing. Marc Banal is the player Man City are eyeing for the replacement of Rodri. Yes, this is a player that I don't know how this one will pan out, but I don't think Barcelona want to sell this young, prolific talent that is very good, very sharp, very quick feet, very, very quick. Juventus are now leading the race for Richarlison of Tottenham. They want to sell Richarlison. Tottenham wants to sell Richarlison. Remember, they are arranging their squad. So I think Richarlison is one of the players that are surplus to requirements, and he's up for sale. And one of the team coming for him is Juventus. In fact, they're the one leading the race to sign him. And Pirlo is now has been given, as much as it's not official yet, but he has been given the job of the Italian national team. 4-year deal signed, everything in place. And Pirlo, the next Italian head coach. And finally, Brighton are eyeing Lucas Bergevall. Remember, Newcastle went there with about 60 million pounds, 50 million pounds. They rejected the offer. Now Brighton are now eyeing Lucas Bergevall from Spurs. They want to, sign this young, talented midfielder, whom Tottenham also somehow have seen as surplus to requirements after, acquiring Sandro Tonali and the rest of them. They seize him as surplus to requirements. So for Brighton needs this player, to build up their team, to equip their team, to beef up their team come, this new season. So everybody are really doing everything as it concerns this transfer market. And before I go, let me drop this one. Don't forget to like, share, you understand, and comment. I love you.